lakad matatag!
Normally. Puck coil with the dispose.
Yeah.
And Neon Esports, they go with the blast, and they're like, okay, he's still damaging us. And oh, Tsukimoto.
Yeah, he's been found out. He was hiding himself as the tree, but has not worked out whatsoever. And he's just given away first blood. He really thought that they didn't notice there was another tree there, but tree just walks on to go all the way back. Still has plenty of tangos to work with, mind you. Should be able to heal back up. Meanwhile, down bottom lane, TNT might not be so lucky. The final right click there from Fortune Soul finds him from afar. An easy pick off there for the Nature's Prophet. Pro. Fortunately enough, he won't have to
Look at
wait
the blind
long.
block.
Oh yeah, boop. Another Sprout, Giga long range, gonna be able to find it there with the snowball. Yeah, this off lane is going horribly for Vessuwan. Hated's going to be able to deny himself to the tier 2 at least. Meanwhile, at the top lane, KMP goes down as well.
I mean, we've been waiting for this to happen the whole time because he's going to him which plays, which is going to give him a lot of extra damage to help out. So I like it. BB keeping his team's hopes alive, and we look at the net worth. He is really the only one keeping up. Like TNT is insane, 2,000. Spectre barely ahead of that. Oh, bomb lane, boom boy.
Some danger. Who are at the top? KMP dies again. Another death here. Enryu does at least tick out there to the Leech Seed from line. This is the 2 deaths in a row for the Spectre. Just cannot find any space to get his farm on the go.
TNT again being chased around and snowballed.
Yeah. Ultimate coming in from the Nature's Prophet. Finds skill. Even gets a pick off onto BB in the mid as well. And that would just allow Ken as well, just like an extra little bonus. Get the double stack that was there for him. Extra value there. We're all up top. And thinking about going to KMP as well. The Spring coming on in. Spectre's in some real danger, and the Flamer Lasso has been used. TP response coming in though from the park. Can he actually help out in time? Tsukimo is definitely going to drop here, but he can't save KMP. He will still fall. Enryu though is in a spot above. He's going to try his best to get himself out, but the ultimate there coming in from Lion Axe, denying the retreat of the Batrider. And this is against a Treant lineup.
I was going to say, like, and he's put 2 points in living armor, so he's recognized that these guys are like going for towers. Oh, top lane KMP, he's in trouble.
Can they keep him alive? Oh, they do manage to kill the Bat first, but it doesn't matter. Ken was there to do the cleanup. Actually, the dot damage from the Batrider finished the kill. BB, nice 2-man connection there with the Dream Corp. The snowball save actually avoids the illusory orb. That's going to keep Tsukimoto alive, and now they're going to keep charging for more. So never mind, the Ember Spirit's already out, and now BB is going to turn around, go on to Hated. So like, sure, you saved the Monkey King, but it's probably going to cost you your life. TNT's also getting involved, but this Tusk is still staying healthy for a relatively decent amount of time right now. He's just wasted as much time as possible. Meanwhile, in the mid, Ken was able to grab another solo kill there onto Boom.
Tsukimoto is doing for his Neon. This is the 3rd tier 1 falling in 11 minutes. They haven't lost a single tier 1 of theirs. And oh, here we go, big fight.
Smoke on smoke. Out comes Woman's Kiss as well as the tree. Now it's getting good connection right now. The Tusk going to be the first one to fall. There's so much chaos happening right now. Linux getting low. Batrider's going to try and pick him off. Meanwhile, the Wukong's command just sort of separating this little area. No one from the side of Vessuwan's going to get involved. Batrider's still on his own right now, but Ken is lurking about onto the sidelines. Not going to be enough to actually change the fate of the Batrider. He still falls, and now Ken's in some real bother. Got about just enough for one more leap there with the Fire Remnant. Gets to the low ground. He's out of mana though, and there's so much chase. And Vessuwan, they bring him down as well. That's an easy 3 kills pick.
Esports has not been able to grow their net worth advantage or take objectives, you know? It's like they took all the tier 1s, but now they're sort of like, well, what do we do here? We know we have to wait for BKBs, because that's the only time we can really take these engagements.
That's true. Well, the Fortune Soul just now completed Glepnir. Going to do the first showing of that onto Lion. Actually does manage to get off his overgrowth. Maybe they can actually turn this around. The Tree Protector still alive somehow. They're focusing now on the Fortune Soul. Him and Tsukimoto both dying. The Dream Call as well, just about catching on to Enryu. And another 3-kill turnaround there for Vessuwan, only losing the Treant once more. And now I think Neon are going to have to start reassessing how they're taking these fights.
It's like the worst situation ever.
Yeah. Ooh, TNT. Looks like he's now going to get gone on. It's going to be Flaming Lasso dragging it back. Lion Axe again with the overgrowth. It doesn't actually land onto the Batrider, so the Marcy is still completely separate. Meanwhile, Dream Call locking down to Fortune Soul as well as the Woman's Kisses. You just cannot survive long enough. But Ken diving in underneath the tier 2 tower, trying to make some spells, some potentially another pick off, but going to decide to back on out. Ends up being a 2-for-1 trade.
with the Bat Rider and the Tusk. Tsukumoto's coming in, so it does feel like they want to make a move. They want to do something in the top lane. Here we go.
They have done it. The trail was already there, so he's pretty slow. My lord, the damage coming in. They both just disintegrate in seconds. Can Fortune Soul survive? He lives with 30 HP, keeping the Aegis alive for a little bit longer, but never mind. The Mortimer's Kisses puts an end to that. Just damage raining on him from afar. Even Tsukimoto takes a hell of a beating, but able to survive just barely. So that's been the main sort of damage output from Vessuwan at this stage in the game. So potentially when that Monkey King's up, they might just decide to go for an immediate smoke maneuver, try and find a pick off across the map. And actually, they're not even waiting. Already using the Flame and Lasso on towards KMP, but the Batrider takes so much damage in response. He is pretty much dead already. Snowball keeping him alive for moments longer, but not long enough. Meanwhile, the Spectre actually manages to get himself not out of there. I thought he did, but he still died. Now the Pucklow in some real danger. Can't jump to the orb because he was... This man is all about surviving.
The one person I haven't felt his impact very much is TNT on the Marcy. I expect him to have a really good laning phase, but he didn't, and he's got the BKB, and that's about it. He's not that far from a Basher that'll help, but overall it has not been like the Akashi Marcy, which was just
down in the bot lane. KMP has been caught by another Flaming Lasso, even dropping the Wukong's command and everything else. They just want to burst that Spectre down, and they do achieve that. That's now the 7th death for the Spectre this game. Off any pickoff will do really, and then just move into the Roche pit as a 5-man unit. I mean, who are they going to find though? That is the question. Pretty much everyone from Vessuwan has vacated the jungle just in time. It's only really KMP still lurking around. Actually, they might just bump into TNT right now. Marcy's not had much of an impact this game and about to have even less. Never mind, the whole team jumping in, open land onto a couple. Fortune Soul is there though, right-clicking away, but tons of damage with the Mortimer's Kisses. Rain on in, Enryu's gone as well as the Tusk. Monkey King's already brought back as well. Fortune Soul now left on his own. He's using the Satanic. Can he survive long enough to at least kill TNT? He can't! Just the bashes raining in was too much to deal with. And now Neon in complete disarray right now. Ken has to just TP off with his DD activated. It's a long TP. Is there any cancel? Not quite. Nearly though, and they're just going straight into the Roche pit, but Neon, the rest of them actually are still coming on in. Ken didn't TP far away, Hated jumping aggressively, focusing on towards TNT. Can they finally bring down this Marcy? Yes, they can. KMP trying to focus on towards Hated, but doesn't matter, both of his supports have already dropped. KMP in real danger right now. The Pucklow getting involved, trying to burst what he can. Tsukimoto right-clicking away, but he's just a support. He can't do that much damage whatsoever. KMP, just a couple right-clicks, but the living armor is there. The bonus armor actually keep him alive for as long as possible. Ken's already dead. Hated wanted desperately to finish the job, but he couldn't do it. UDV coming out ahead by 1.5 miles, and now Roshan is theirs.
Dude, not with living armor clutch, but the fact that Boom Boy both are fine. Oh, top lane.
Using the ult, they found Fortune Souls, trying desperately to get himself out. Goes for BKB, but Lionax was ready and waiting. Yes, Pot managed to get the Satanic off, but it's not really making too much difference right now. I mean, he gets back on full HP. At least he can take down the tree with him. He can't. Kendo's going to be able to come in, at least get clean up. He's tried his best. He can't find him. He's managed to get himself out. At least Ken does have his Ags up, so he's doing a good job disengaging. Meanwhile, the Puck keeper chase lands the nice stream call as well as the silence. Lock him in place right now. TNT just diving straight into the middle of the Wukong's command, not caring about all those monkeys whatsoever. Meanwhile, the Mortimer's Kisses raining on in. Will finally be able to finish off the Monkey King. Now Neon Esports just in complete disarray right now. They've got the Yule's grab on towards Ken. He's got another remnant though off to the side. Is there any further chase that they can get? It doesn't look like...
You think like, man, I don't know if you really the Sylvage. To be fair, they have been killing KMP without the Sylvage earlier in the game, but that was before. His items are there now.
Yeah, definitely. It's jumping in. Wants to try to keep his ward alive. He will still get a good lockdown. Bound to strike lands into as well. It's the Wukong's command doing some work. Boom Boy is still trying to get himself out of there while both the supports of Neon are dead. And now Ken, he is just gone. I don't know how the Snapfire was able to survive that, but well played to him. And another 3 deaths for Neon. The reason why Neon did run away with this game was all because of the Tree Protector. Oh, never mind, whilst I'm talking about that, Enryu does manage to get grabbed there with the Flaming Lasso, trying to do damage onto KMP, but his HP bar's hardly moving at all. Fortune Soul is just dead. Their carry melted away, even just pushing forwards. The Bat Rider is down, and I kind of sense a GG call coming momentarily. Diving the fountain at 38 minutes in. Gonna take the barracks down. And yeah, I think that is all they wrote, and that's it. GG's call from Neon.
Neon, I believe, honestly, I believe that they played the game very well. Like, they played it really well with the draft they had and everything.
Afterwards, and Yeah, they're pretty much guaranteed to be dead. But Lone Druid is actually the
Later to get the hand of Midas, maybe.
Yeah, it's very true. Meanwhile, up top, Enryu takes quite a beat, and I think the ice shards there just about making enough space, but they're still going to keep going. And just those powerful right clicks there from Lionax finds the first blood. And yeah, this safe lane going very, very nicely so far here for.
That's it. You can just perma jump around. It's like so much fun. You know who's having fun?
I don't think I got that one. Oh yeah, Tsukimo dead again. Down bot as well. TNT gets extremely low. Not quite drop him. Yep, safe lane for Vessuwan. Just going to harass Tsukimo as he's running back. The shards, unfortunately, doesn't actually block the Rubik, so he's in some danger. And that is just the easiest solo kill of Boomboy's life.
Just runs him down, poor fella. But again, it just
might not even be done. Yeah, actually, he's going to cut off Ken here. He's got a bolt up in just a couple of seconds if he wants to steal the kill, and yes, he will. Double kill for the Rubik.
I mean, it's still not the biggest deal in the world. You know, you still have the Batrider #1 in terms of net worth, but Vessuwan starting to take that bit of net worth.
The Rolling Thunder. Let's see if they can manage to get the proper chain locked down here onto Fortune Soul. Gets the second bounce off. There is going to be the Tusk trying to make some space. Doesn't actually bring the Spectre in, but the shards. Fantastically placed. Might cost him his life, but regardless, 100% worthwhile. Although at the top, Enryu has been left on his own right now. Getting ran down underneath his tier 1 tower. Are they going to carry on pursuing? Yes, they will. They need one route with this bear. KMP's just not getting lucky whatsoever. And the TP now coming in from the Warlock. Can he keep Enryu alive? He can't. These Treant Protector hits are just too damn strong.
Very unfortunate. Yeah. Or so he's baiting them though.
He's trying his best. Yeah, Rolling Thunder thinking about getting committed. We want to get dropped as well as the Doom. Tsukimo is going to be there. Nice usage there of the Snowball to avoid that first connection of the Rolling Thunder. Shards as well to block the second one. Tsukimo is on an absolute bender right now. He's going to get connected on the third, but it doesn't matter. It's not enough damage to bring down the Spectre. And now, with Cannon Fold, potentially they can start bringing this sort of around. There is going to be the Spectral Port used from Fortune Soul to get into the backlines. TNT trying to get himself away. He's getting slowed quite relentlessly. But the TP there from Lionax will cause Ken to change his mind.
Which takes a lot of damage, but just really well played all around. Mid lane though, Ken, is he doing alright?
Yeah, he's getting gone on right now. Should be able to get it. Actually going to use the Flame less aggressive, but Telekinesis just about in range as well as the Overgrowth. They are going to bring down the Batrider. And Tsukimo might be off more than he can chew right now. As Boomboy manages to find the kill there. Actually, Lionax got that one with the Nature's Grasp. So the two supports are actually having an amazing game here for Vessuwan. 4-0-5 for Lionax, 4-0-3 for Boomboy. They have 8 of their 10 kills.
The top, he might be losing his life for it.
It's going to be a 4 kill streak as well, so that's a sizable amount of gold that Ken will manage to get right there. 380 just for him.
The lane. They get the tower, that's a big...
Yeah, that is a very high value tower as well, the mid-tier one. I mean, they will lose their safe lane tower by the look. I mean, actually, they've probably got time to come defend it, and yeah, they do. The TP coming in from the Pangolier has to force Tsukimo away from the tower. So this time, the Treant Protector is actually keeping those tier.
I know Magic Stick and he wants to go for a Blink Dagger, which is 1,000 gold away. Like, they are poor on Neon side. Somebody give them a little bit of gold, a little bit of love right now, because it is. Vessuwan's just running with this game right now.
They desperately need it. Meanwhile, they were trying to go for the Roaster. It's going to be the pullback onto the Doom. He's still alive now as well as the Rock Drop. The Spectre's into the back lines, but Tsukimo is taking the beat. He will be the first casualty. TNT is still alive. He lands a nice 3-man hoof stop, holding them all back. Doom as well onto the Batrider, forcing him to disengage. And majority of Neon is actually really, really low. So maybe Vessuwan can actually decide to carry on going into the Roche pit. I mean, I feel like they could. There's not really any ways that Neon... Yeah, it's nice. Roshan even holding KMP longer inside of it right now, pushing it back in with the Flame Break. KMP can barely move whatsoever. His ultimate still on cooldown, and he is just dead. Easily punished away right now. And Neon still going to try and push for more. The Snowball taking the Tusk deep in towards the enemy base right now. Ken's also quite separated, and he is going to be the primary target. Can he get himself out of this one? It's a tall order, and he cannot do it. So it ends up being a 1-for-1 trades, but still favoring Neon, taking down the enemy carry. And Roshan's still up for grabs, but no one's really carried his farm. The rest of his team see if they can find something. Looks like they've actually managed to bump straight into KMP again. He's managed to get the ultimate off first, though, so he's going to feel a little bit tanky. But he's just running straight through the fire, not cared about it whatsoever. Roll also lands onto him. They can commit everything to try and take down this lone druid. KMP is relentlessly charging forwards. There's going to be the golem drop again. again, this upheaval just connects onto so many people. The Rolling Thunder will put a stop to it, but it doesn't matter. Vessuwan is sustaining heavy losses. Double kill now for Ken. And BB trying to TP out. No cancel available, so he will manage to retreat. And the smoke, still trying to wrap around. Blue Boy does find Tsukimoto. Just takes tag team though. Not really the best. Oh, Suzuki is the ultimate. Punches him up into the sky. Doing a lot of damage. Looks like the Tusk will fall. KMP's actually already popped his ultimate as well. The upheaval, slowing them all down, does get cancelled out right now. He's going to drop. Beastmaster now trapped inside the overgrowth. They're going to change the direction to bring down the Beastmaster. And 3 people, just like that from Neon, gone from the map. And now Roshan should. He's trying to get as much vision as they can. Just constantly tucking in the spells, long range though. TNT's actually just going to drop the Doom straight on top of the Tusk as well as the Golem drop has been there. Fortune Soul now getting a full result. Lion Axe is going to be the casualty there. And Roshan is dangerously low. Fortune Soul to stand his ground inside the pit. UDV do not want to give this up. Charging in en masse to try and reclaim this objective. It's up for grabs. It's on the floor. KMP is the person who manages to pick it up. Flame and Lasso is going to be there onto the lone Druids. Trying to track him out of position as best they can, but it looks like Neon, they have to just try and retreat. Actually, Fortune Soul, his dagger runs out. He's forced onto the low ground. So the constant pokes and prods from afar here. Can Vessuwan finally bring down the Spectre? Yes, they can. He is dead. TNT, though, in some real danger. BB's going to roll straight through there with his ultimate now. Going to get the first connection onto Hated. Meanwhile, Ken in the backlines is still just constantly harassing both KMB and Boomboy. They want to try and get rid of this Aegis if he can, but he might just die solo to the Rubik. Meanwhile, just constant action happening everywhere else. Actually, the Tree Protector as he is invis. Even still, they're going to try and commit. Rolling Thunder has been used there. Gets the first grab on towards the Bat Rider. BB's just plan for everyone, but out comes the Golem drop. Connects onto Fuse, as well as the Overgrowth. All the ultimates getting commit right now. Doom is going to be there on towards the Beastmaster before he can actually get the roar off. Snowball's going to keep him alive for a little bit longer, but I think the Doom dot damage should be enough to bring him down. Maybe one more hit is all they need. The Leech Seed and Fadebot will do that job. And now Hated desperately trying to get himself out of there. 4-star up to the high ground, trying to TP away. Is there any cancel? There is telekinesis from afar. And they bring him down. KMP also cleaning up the Golem for the extra gold.
They're like, it's like you said, they don't have to rush. You know, in a minute, Roshan could be up to 4 minutes in about 10 seconds. So they can definitely take their time if they want to. They have the net worth advantage here. It's not like the Spectre is also the Giga farmed hero. It's like you have 2 of your guys above him. So they are feeling fairly comfortable. And smoke breaks.
Finds them Ryu. Just everyone jumping on top of the Beastmaster. Nice discipline not to just drop the Roar straight away there from TNT, saving that very high Pori ultimate. And now I'm sure we will see a high ground push here in the mid lane. They've got a Creep Wave nearby. There's no Beastmaster for 40 seconds, not even the possibility of a buyback. So there should be a hefty amount of damage to the tier 3.
BKB earlier, that was the first BKB, so he's going to be losing his life in this situation. No buyback, and feels like that's something we're saying a lot. You know, Neon, someone dies, no buyback. Someone else dies, no buyback. Roche is up, so at least Ken, you know, he's not going to be losing buildings for that mistake, just the Aegis.
Yeah.
Your friend and be like, come here, I'll push you out. So it works for them.
Oh, jump TNT, he's managed to find the Spectre, got the Doom on top. And Fortune Soul, that's a proper hands off the keyboard moment. Like, alright, okay, I'm dead. Whatever. Now, 18k gold lead here for Vessuwan. They're purely in the driver's seat of this game, and Neon attempting a sort of death. He's waiting whether he wants to summon him back, and he actually is going to do so. So if they now kill KNP before the Aegis, he ain't going to be able to bring it back. So there's one downside of having this item on the hero. Meanwhile, Jump Force there for BB, the Rolling Thunder already used. They got the Doom connection onto Ken. No Flaming Lasso this time. The bat is gone, but he has a buyback. Going to use it to come back on in. Meanwhile, the Bears have been focusing on those buildings. Full retreat now for Vessuwan. They're focused onto KMP, onto his bear, sorry. A nice little plays coming out from the supports to bring it to safety, but never mind, Tsukimoto, he's not done. The snowball just plows through 4 people, but he still gets destroyed afterwards. And now TNT jumping in. Overgrowth connects onto 4 there from Lion Axe. Fantastic control coming out from the tree, and the roar from Enryu purely just to allow the team to run away. But Vessuwan just keep pushing forwards, gonna take out this building, probably gonna head up towards the top to get Megas, or they might not even bother. They might just go for the Ancient. Yeah, they are.
Wasn't they, right? They know there's no buyback on Ken. Okay, well, okay, we got an engagement still.
They're still trying it. They're doing what they can. Fortune Soul zipping in and out, left and right, trying to get on top of anyone he can. Meanwhile, KMP, he doesn't give a shit about the Spectre doing that. He's just hitting the Ancient. Is there anyone to stop it? No, there is not. GG is called. And Vessuwan, they take this series again.
Right.